comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
हाय चुनली फैनबॉय है कैसे रहो
Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. On dangerous turf.
ना भाई
Easy to get tagged at this range.
कनेक्शन भी आते मेरा माइक चल रहा है ठीक की बताना हाँ शायद से मेरी आवाज़ कम है थोड़ी या ठीक है शायद से मेरी आवाज़ कम है ना हेलो मेरी आवाज़ कम है कि मेरे ख्याल से कम है यहाँ पे जैसा दिख रहा है बढ़ाता हूँ हेलो हेलो थोड़ी और अपने आप पता नहीं मेरा कैसे चेंज होता रहता है अब शायद ठीक होगी मैं इसके साथ डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया
Here comes a new challenger.
एक बार गेम ऑडियो भी रिफ्रेश कर ही दी है
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Blocks the jump in.
अरे यार मेरे को लगा शायद
Player one pushes the opponent into the corner.
मेरा
What did they think?
मीटर खा गई है तो
Player two is just about out of drive after that.
यही मारेगा पूरे मैच
The jump in is denied. Goes for the fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Knife lead opens up. But goes for the super arm? Big count gets him.
ये रैंडम चल रहा है
Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. That drive impact is blocked. The super armor does its job. Took him to the corner in a flash. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Player one has the life lead. Can they use it? There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Breaks the block with a throw. Going in. Super
Okay,
clutch
yeah.
corners. Steals back a chance. Player one will look to apply. Yo, put that away. Still slugging it out at this range. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Sneaks in above. Drive in back with it. Player
मार
one
drive impact.
and whip. They're
अरे
wide
पूरा
open.
नहीं मिला
What'll happen here? Both fighters are low on drive. What'll they? They're going for the super art. Fit experiencing burnout. Close range. What a finish!
पूरा नहीं मिला यार
Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
जेमी खेल रहा है जेमी से कुछ याद आ रहा होगा
Here comes a new challenger.
Ho ho! Looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. How's this? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the
Mashing.
corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Neither of them willing to back off. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Looking to impress with
Is this what I am thinking?
Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Steals back a chance.
चल रहा है सीधा.
Springs forward with the drive rush. Hits him with a stop and block. Quick dash it. Very
मिला
slick
नहीं
with
मेरे
the
को.
power.
I thought I will get
And
the
they
level 2.
create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Knock down that strikes back with the overdrive arrow. In attack range. Oh, kisses the fireball.
Kisses the fireball.
Player 2 brings the
No rematch. Today is no rematch day. हर कोई छोड़ के जा रहा है ऐसे ही. अच्छा, he was changing his character शायद. He has switched to Ken.
Here comes a new challenger.
नहीं, this is
and they've
someone
gone for the
else.
same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Gotta do it. Round 1. Fight.
Oh shit,
The
connection.
fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play.
Hit connection and scrub.
Player 1
Beautiful.
pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a wall splat, which leaves them
Counted
wide open.
combos.
They couldn't escape the pressure of the impact.
Wake up DI.
Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is
DI.
completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Well-timed corner switch. All right, what's coming up next? Next hit will end the round. So they break forward to pressure the Getsu.
I feel like all JB players are
Player 2
clown. अच्छा,
picks up
अभी
the always
बुलाता हूँ
important
साहिल
first
भाई को.
round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
यार वाईफाई पे क्यों खेल रहे हैं ये लोग गेम?
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until
Nice
now?
combo.
Solid combo. Hits him with a stop and bop. This is gonna be bad news. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery.
Mirror
This
match he
punish
could
counter
have
presents a
picked
huge
Lady
threat.
Chun-Li.
Shibuji doing the business. A quick breather. Player 1 will have to. Oh no, they're stunned. Player 2 holding on to that corner. Yo, put that away. Risky up close scrap still brushes that off and keeps going. A jump in, experiencing burnout.
Nice.
Ah, burnout activates. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Picks them up. Amazing. The low kick hits. This is a critical moment. This can lead to some big damage. Just what they were after.
Except Sahil bhai, of course.
Player 2
सही
comes
कह रहे
away
हो
with
ना?
the win.
सिर्फ बाकी सब बढ़िया ही खेलते हैं. ये रीमैच भी कर रहा है. ऐसे कनेक्शन में रीमैच क्यों कर रहा है ये? जब कैरेक्टर स्पॉन हुए थे ना तभी मैंने बोल लिया था. कनेक्शन शिट है. ये वही है ना? नहीं, this is someone else. Is your frame dropping or this player's connection is inspirational bhai?
Here comes a new challenger.
ये अच्छा कैन प्लेयर होगा, जापानीज सब अच्छा ही खेलते हैं,
And they've gone for
उनको
the same
खेलनी भी आती है
character.
एक्चुअली इसे,
Neither side's gonna want to
फालतू
lose this
नहीं
one.
खेलते.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Goes for the throw. Knockdown. Strikes back with the drive impact. The impact gets blocked.
Oh,
Drive impact is
क्या
blocked,
यार ये?
but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. A depleted drive gauge will really limit their options here. Smart meter management is one of the keys to winning, so they'll have to keep tabs on that if they want to
Oh,
win this
yeah.
match. Throws them. What's next? Player 1
Look at
chases them down. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Ends the round with a sick combo.
आज रिएक्शन
Amazing.
ऑन सिकंदर. ओके
Player
ओके,
2
क्लिप
with a
किया
big
तुमने?
first round pickup. Can they close it out? Are we going to see some fireworks here? They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. Punish is there with the drive impact, really laying on the pressure. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Dashes forward. Drive gauge is looking bad. What'll they do now?
Nice move.
What'll happen here? And he connects with the throw. And it burns out. Amazing. Player 2 can't let this simmer.
Oh,
They got
oh.
all the throw connects. What now? There's a burnout. Oh, yo! Rock, what a finish!
नाइस बेट.
Player
अब ट्रेन से
2
लिखते ही
showed
गोरो
they're
अपने आप आ
truly the
जाता है.
best of the best. They're still hungry. Both
वाह,
sides stepping up
सही
for
है.
the rematch. We are
कौन
here in
भी
the first
समझ गया.
round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Had the radar up and running. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Tries to bait him with the projectile. The throw connects for counter hit damage. No escape from the throw. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Takes a trip. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Trying to read each other here? Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? Can't
Oh,
tech the
nice.
throw? Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. KO.
यूट्यूब पे लिख देना मैन
Player
दिस
2
स्क्रीन शॉट
picks
गोरो.
up the
अच्छा,
always
किसी ने
important
क्लिक
first
कर
round.
दिया.
They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
तो तुमने ही बना दी वीडियो.
That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Impact's a no-go. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Ooh, snap kick sends them
अरे
spinning.
यार,
Player 1 needs the... They were right to be on guard there. Looks like they're experiencing burnout. Hits them with a stop and pop. Burnout activates. KO. Player
मेरे को
2
वीडियोस
is
पिन
proved to be
करनी
the
नहीं
victor in
आती.
that era.
90s का हूँ मैं. अच्छा अच्छा.
How is this
90s का
rematch
नहीं हूँ,
going to play out?
99 का
Are we
हूँ.
going to witness a blow up here?
चलो
This
ठीक
is
है.
crucial. The opening round is about to begin. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back.
बॉम्बो
Player
को
2
गिर रहा है.
pushes the opponent into the corner. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. They need to hold out. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Drive gauge finally recovers. Box him with a target combo. Knockdown. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Lashes him. Shoots off a fireball up close. Will this super art connect? The Dragon Lash Flame.
देख लिया था. ये एक्चुअली ना क्लासिक में तुम्हें पूरा इनपुट देना पड़ता है. मॉडर्न में एक बटन से ऐसे रिएक्शन हो जाते हैं ना, तो वो थोड़ा
Ooh,
अनबैलेंस
it looks
लगता है
like
मुझे.
they're waiting to see what the opponent
Because-
wants to do first. Shorty you
बफर
can.
की वजह से ही तुम इतने जल्दी
Player
फ्रेम्स
one
नहीं
can
यूज कर
build
सकते.
on. Their timing was on point there. That perfect parry
Parry
may
देखो.
lead to something. Perfect read with the drive parry. Attempts to break the stalemate with a hit zone with a stop and bop. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Out of range, relatively safe. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Doing some quick planning? Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Fires without warning. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? So, what's next?
पैरी नहीं निकलती आदत है.
Shuts that down with a parry.
पैरी
Right
दबा
lead
रहा
is
हूँ पता है.
there, but still anyone's game. Are they thinking about how to steal this round? Oh, banks it on the fireball!
पता नहीं शायद से मेरा कीबोर्ड इतना अच्छा नहीं है. 2 बटन भी कभी कभार एक साथ दबते नहीं.
Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Player one didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Both fighters are raring to go. No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Player two can't let this simmer. They gotta throw them. That throw will do some good damage. Ooh, you never know what can happen here.
So he was ready. I'm dead, I think.
Punish counter on reaction. Shinrai, a real test of nerves here. There's a burnout. Dangerous range here. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Medium kick. Close range projectile. They can't get hit here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, critical art now.
निकला नहीं.
Are you
इससे
kidding
हारना
me?
नहीं चाहिए था. कुबिन ब्रो शायद मेरे को गेम चेक करने के लिए कोड मिल जाए. मैंने फ्री ऑन लिया. लेकिन
It's not
मेरा
over
तो
yet. Best believe
एक
it's
सेकंड
time
रुको.
for that run back.
इसके बाद पढ़ता हूँ.
Time to get down to business. The first aerial Tatsu goes with the safe stuff with that target. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Good anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Stands firm and blocks the drive gauge. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Checks him with a projectile. Takes a trip. Both players with no drive in the tank. Life lead opens up. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Next hit, Spark Flake KO. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Closes the gap. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Box him with a target combo. Goes for the jump in. Player 2 chases them down. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 2 holding onto that corner and uses the gauge for a super. Shifu Jinrai doing the business. Going in? Oh, says no to the impact. Player 2 is dominating this match. They're backed up into the corner. What'll happen here? Looking for a chance, experiencing burnout. Are they thinking about how to stay? Oh,
शायद मेरे को गेम चेक करने के लिए कोड मिल जाए. मैंने प्री ऑर्डर किया है.
Is the last
अगर
fighter
मिला तो
standing?
मेरा तो एक चैनल है नहीं. मैं वीडियो आपको डिस्कवर करके आप पे भेज दूंगा. बस मिल जाए. अच्छा कोई
right
हाँ
back
मैं
into
डाल
the
दूंगा.
rematch. We ain't even
इसमें
close
क्या
to
है
done.
भाई.
Will we see our fighters fill each other out or just let it fly in this opening round? Jump in finds the mark. The combo's there. What's going to follow the combo? Good parry here to try and make something happen. Trips him up. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Takes the chance to hurt him. Shoots off a fireball up close. Holds out with a block. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 in trouble with no drive. What'll happen here? Player 2 can't use experiencing burnout. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Pokes with a medium kick. Who's going to start things off? That drive impact doesn't get through. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Taking stock. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. And uses the gauge for a super arm. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Not much life difference. Closes the gap. Going in, they're going for the super arm. Plunge, flash anti-air. Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Turns out, they're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Player 1 can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it safe. The stun! Is it gonna be over? Tops off the tank and scores the win. Player 2 comes away with the win. They're still hungry. Both sides
I'm
stepping
getting
up for the
consistent
rematch.
with run
The
cancel.
first round begins. No time to save that stuff for Nationals. Rushes that off and keeps going. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Throws him down. What are they thinking here? Starts off zoning with fireballs. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Decides to go in with the target combo. They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. All right, what's coming up next? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. KO!
I think this is the last one with this guy.
That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes to the overdrive. Flashes him. That combo did decent damage. Blocks the impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. The drive impact is denied. Both fighters planning something? Easily escapes that throw attempt. Oh, the back and forth reads are unreal. Blocks. Burnout activates. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Jumps up. Target combo into Super Art to show them what a TNT and fighters can do for you. They gotta go. They're taking a step where they're looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation. Turns out. Oh, kisses the fireball.
भाई आज लोकी भाई स्ट्रीम कर रहे थे उसमें सीन आया तो कहता भाई कोई अच्छा हाँ GTA कर रहे थे ना अरे दिन में मैं कोई देख नहीं सकता स्ट्रीम मेरा काम चल रहा होता है
First round begins. No time to save that stuff for Nationals. It's time to go all in. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. The jump in is denied. Takes the chance to hurt him. Decent damage. What's next? Absorbs the attack and fires back. No more drive gauge. Very solid corner switch. Taking stock. Does a good opt for the throw to close it out. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Manages to block the jump-in attack. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 1 can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Player 1, burnout activates. Super looking to impress with this super. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. Both fighters just goes for it at this range. That's not gonna hit. Manages to block the jump-in attack. The jump-in is denied. Close range projectile. Player 2 will look to apply pressure. No! Stand off the wall! Will they gamble something here on a jump? Turns out! Closes it out!
With backdash anti-air. ऑलवेज वर्क्स।
Player 2 comes away with the win.
मुझे पता है जैसे ही मौका मिलेगा वो कूदेगा ही कॉर्नर से ना, तो बेट किया मैंने, मेरा कॉम्बो गिर गया था। कौन खेल रहा है SF6? Neo 2 खेल रहे हैं। कल भाग गए बिना जीजी से बोले। कल नहीं मतलब जब भी लास्ट खेली थी। गाइल क्लोज इन स्किल लेवल लिखा है।
Here comes a new challenger.
कॉर्नर में कूदना इसलिए भी ज़्यादा होता है क्योंकि DI एक तरह से, हाँ मतलब हाँ वो तो
Our
जंप
fighters
से
are pumping
पनिश हो जाता
themselves
है,
up
पर
and are raring to go. Who's
उसको
going to come out
मेरे
on
को
top
पता ही
this
था ना
fight?
कि वो
Don't expect
कूदेगा ही,
round one.
तो वही हाँ वही मतलब वही DI की वजह से
Here we go.
ज़्यादा चांस
What are
रहता
these
है।
fighters going to do? Deftly shuts out the jumper. Goes for the fireball. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go?
अरे यार कनेक्शन थोड़ा
How
सा
are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now.
अरे बाप रे।
Doc brings out the super art. How is this going to work out for them? They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their counter-offensive. All right, what's coming up next? Holds out with the block. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Checks him with the boom. Goes for a projectile to try and change. Springs forward with KO.
दिस कैरेक्टर
Player 1
मुश्किल है
takes
थोड़ा।
around like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Knockdown. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Checks with a medium kick. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Uses the gauge for a super.
I've never seen anyone play this character in a different way, zoning or anti-air। अरे वो Street Fighter 2 से ही ऐसा है यार, अब क्या करें।
Oh wow, look at the damage. Taps him on the
उसने
toe.
रैंडम चलाया ये बता रहा हूँ।
Both fighters are hurting. There's a burnout. Okay, here we go. Player 1 can't use flatlines on. We're going into the final
अगर मैं
round
बॉल
lineup.
आउट में होता ना ये
Which
जोन
fighter has
जोन
it
करके
in them to
चिप में ही
find
मर
out the
जाता है।
win? Close range projectile. Brushes that off and
ये
keeps
भी हो
going.
गया।
This can lead to some big damage. Gotta do better than that. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. Taps him on the dome. This is the time to believe in your abilities. Dragon Lash. Oh, here we go. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Wall splat into the guard break. Super art to show off what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Fireball pressure. Trying to wear down the opponent. Punish counter on reaction. Burns out. Player
अरे
2
यार
is
ड्रॉप कर दिया।
over.
We could have made a comeback। Level 2 था ना।
Top of that fierce battle.
Optimal combo ले रहा था मैं।
Had it all. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Aerial Tatsi. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Player 2 is
यार
just
punish क्यों
about
नहीं
out
है?
of drive after that.
सबके प्रोजेक्टाइल होते
Throw
हैं DI से
hits. Now
punish।
the fun begins. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Player big trouble here. The stun is going to leave them
बैक
defenseless.
क्रश कर रहा।
Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some jutsu. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Sonic boom. Still hits him with a stop
Finally.
and pop. Still scrapping for control of the space. It's a good spot to use the super. Going in, player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge damage.
रन कर दिया
Goes for the rush. Checks him with the boom. Player two can't use any drive. Gets out of that jam with a perfect parry. Perfect read with the drive parry. This Dragon Lock flame could be big. A quick breather. Player one, burnout activates. Talk uses the
Dead.
gauge for a super on. Level 3 super. Sending that meter like it's nobody's business.
अच्छा नॉन 20 का भी
Dealing a nice chunk of damage. What a
अब तो
hit.
जोन ही हो गया मैं
Oh, kisses the fireball.
इतना फास्ट है ये जंप ही नहीं हुई
Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Somersault kick. Brushes that off and keeps going. Big counter. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player two is just about out of drive after that. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Shoots off a fireball up close. Life lead opens up. That drive impact is blocked. Nice KO.
भाई बालों का इतना ध्यान रखता
Player
है फिर
one
भी ऐसे
picks up
बाल
the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball
लगता है
rolling.
इसलिए तो ऐसे है
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Throws them to negate the block. Springs forward with the drive rush. Slows is the distance. Burnout activates. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the
He keeps
time.
smashing.
Player two holding on to that corner advantage. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Both absolutely sets up with the jump in. Oh, yo, Rock Super here. What were they thinking? One player is in burnout state. Flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Nice fireball. Manages to block the jump in attack. Quick step full connects with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Let's loose a boom. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Experiencing burnout. Player, oh my god, they just choked it up. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Oh, here we go. Player one needs to take advantage. Nothing stops
या
this
जंप
train.
यार
Players more fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Crossfire somersault locked on. Kyle's telling us to retire. Go home and be a family man. Player two tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Leads on the flash kick to get them out of the jam. What now? Even the slightest hit made that was a magical shot. Player one is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. The low block.
अरे यार ये कैसे बोल रहा
Jumps up.
है डबल है इसकी स्पीड
Burns the drive gauge. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Lots of aggression from both sides. Taking stock.
लो पनिश हो गया वो
Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Takes a trip. KO. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Projectile to try and change the situation. That's some big juicy damage on that. Hits him with a stop and bomb. Closes the gap. Risky up, springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Player two will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Player experiencing burnout.
अरे क्या
Nice spinning back knuckle. Ends the meter. Hoping for a
क्या
good return.
हाँ
Quick breather. There's a pin. Oh, kisses the fireball. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a
तो
streak.
5-0 हो गया अपना.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Checks him with the projectile. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning skill. This is the range where things get closes out the round with a fireball. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Shoots off a fireball up close. That drive impact is blocked. Forcefully closes the gap. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can. Somersault kick stops them cold. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. A quick breather. Sonic boom. That's a counter. Medium kick hits. Flashes him. Grabs and throws him away. Drive rush to keep it going. Risky up-close swap scoop. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Flatlines them. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow? Saw the projectile easily. They'll want to be careful of positioning here while on the lookout for more projectiles. Sticks the combo. Decent damage. What's next? Will they be able to manage what little drive gauge they have? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. What's their game plan here at this critical stage?
Full screen है
Both
ये.
of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Checks him with the boom. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left. Burnout activates. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Nice spinning back knuckle. Dashes. Sonic boom. Brushes that off and keeps going. Bops him with a target combo. Both fighters, nice read. Denies them with a somersault kick. Still scrapping for control of the space. Breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Blocking that drive impact
मेरा
isn't
निकल ही
going to
नहीं रहा
work.
CA भाई.
Player 2, burnout activated.
CA ही नहीं निकल रहा. Is he like Leo of the game? Seems he can. हाँ भाई. हाँ ऐसा है वैसे. बीटा में तो सबसे स्ट्रॉन्ग यही था. वही है ही. इसका वो है कि इन्फानाइट बूम उसके वो हो गए ना. एटलीस्ट डेथ कॉम्बो नहीं मारेगा.
Quick breather. There's a burnout. Drops them from the air. Player 2 is looking at the
शुक्र है निकला.
what a PhD and fighters can do for you.
Let's go. Not Noah. Hi bro. Welcome to the stream.
Okay, here we go. Player 1 may be able to pull a correct them. Uses their drive gauge. Noticeable life lead as the comeback burns out.
Oh भाई.
No! Stunned off the wall!
कहाँ से पड़ा इसका प्रोजेक्टाइल बताओ.
Sends him a personalized telegraph
अब मैं
with
कॉर्नर में
lightning
भी हूँ.
critical art. Can
हार
they
जाएंगे.
muster up the nerve to fight back and take this round? Are you kidding me?
व्हाट्सएप ब्रो. अच्छा अरे तू स्कूल वाला है क्या?
Clinches the
या
win!
फिर
But
यू
that's
पंजाबी नहीं है
anyone's
स्कूल वाला.
No way!
स्कूल वाला मैंने इसलिए बोला क्योंकि वो स्कूल में भी था एक यू पंजाबी. यस तुमने वो लास्ट में देखा. मेरे को पता था प्रोजेक्टाइल फेंकेगा इसलिए मैंने घुस के शोर्यूपिन चला दिया. मजा आ गया. रीड यार सब कैन क्यों खेल रहे हैं यार. यहाँ पे भी कैन है देखो. सब कैन वाले खाली हैं. हम कोई दूसरे सर्वर में चाहते हैं. अच्छा पंजाबी ऑल द वे. बढ़िया बढ़िया. आपको पता है कैमियोस की वजह से ल्यू जैसे प्लेयर प्रोजेक्टाइल से कॉम्बो उठा सकते हैं। अरे रे एमके की बातें मत किया करो यार, गेम प्ले गलत ही चले जाता है उनका।
We currently have a player on a winning streak.
ल्यूक
Here comes
क्योंकि
a
मैंने
new
दिमाग लगाया
challenger.
प्रोजेक्टाइल मार के इंस्टेंटली कैमियो के प्रोजेक्टाइल मारो और फिर फुल स्क्रीन लेजेंड के। कहाँ फुल स्क्रीन तो है ये।
We're in
गाई
for
का मैं
something
चेक कर
special
रहा
right
था,
here, right now.
डबल सोनिक बूम कहाँ तक जाता है, फुल स्क्रीन मतलब फुल स्क्रीन के बाहर चले जाओगे तो भी ट्रैक करेगा वो।
That was a
अरे
solid
यार ये
hand-to-hand.
मॉडर्न कंट्रोल है, ये वन बटन एंटी होगा इसका।
This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs, denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Almost had it, but it gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Cross-up blocked. Both fighters are sitting on a full
अरे यार
drive
ये
gauge.
क्या है,
This might be
भाग
prime
के
time
चले
to
गए।
let it rip. All right, what's coming up next? This is a real back-and-forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Nails the anti-air. Checks them with a projectile. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Brushes off the impact. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Time's the only thing moving here. Combo with gets.
मॉडर्न वालों को खाली ना
Player 2 hits up
Anti-air कितने आते हैं?
They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent
What?
doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Can they stop this light lead from getting bigger? Time to sit on the lead. Blocks the low heavy, and both fighters have hit them with a stop and vibe. Looking to impress.
दो बार सेम चीज मार रहा है।
Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. What digs in deep to get that driving. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. We have super arc on. Burnout activates. KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Aerial Tatsu throws out a projectile. The super armor does its job. They trade. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage.
रेडी था।
Punish counter. This could lead to something big. The throw misses. Player 2
चार
needs
throw
to
लिया
deal
इसने।
with this burnout. Takes a trip. Life lead opens up. Still slugging it out at KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Uses the pen. Goes to the overdrive. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Big throws. Closes the gap for the grab. Looking for a chance. Awesome. Zones with the fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. That combo did decent jump. They're
अरे
going for
यार।
the super art.
मेरा छूट गया लेवल 3। गोविंद के राहुल तेरे को सिखा रहा
Now they've
ब्रो।
got him trapped. How they gonna
मतलब
They must have a game plan here with a critical art on deck, but executing that plan is the key. Life lead is there, but still
अरे यार
banks it on the fireball.
वो MK1 का बता रहा है कुछ, SF थोड़ा ना पता नहीं है।
The last round, it's now or never. Jumping, rising, uppercut. Both fighters look to set things up as they drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management.
बटन दे दिए मैं सारे दबा दिए।
Uses their drive gauge. Impact squash. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Well, nothing stops this train. Oh, putting the cherry on top.
बर्न आउट जाएगा ये।
This could really tip the scale. Player 1 isn't burned out. Will this super art do anything?
ऑन रिएक्शन एक बटन पे मार
Looking
दिया।
for a hole. There's a burnout. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Goes airborne. Player 1 is gonna read the jump in perfectly. Close range projectile. This can lead to some big damage.
क्या करना था? DI लेगा कॉर्नर में।
Player 2
टर्न लेगा।
has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. There's still
तेरी
hope.
आवाज़ बहुत कम आ रही है। अच्छा
Stepping up for the rematch.
बोला नहीं है कोई अभी तक तो।
Goes all in
मैं
with
लेता
the
हूँ इसको।
uppercut. Utilizes the parry here to try and establish the pace. Uses the parry to deal with that projectile. Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. So, a drive rush can really close the distance, putting moves that would otherwise be out of reach in that sweet spot to launch a surprise attack. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 1 chases them down. Knockdown. Tries to keep the pressure on, picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 1
ध्यान ही नहीं
picks
लग
up
रहा
the
मेरा।
always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Blast them! Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Their spacing is so on point right now, but who's gonna blink first? The drive impact is denied. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Jumps in. Drive gauge gap here. Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. Oh, could be the start of something. Rising uppercut.
ये होता मॉडर्न एक
You've
बटन दे
gotta be
दोगे ना
mindful
यही
of
करेंगे।
reaching jump-ins at this range. So, what's next? Sandblast! Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. Hits them with a stop and bop.
ये भी एक बटन। यही प्रॉब्लम है मॉडर्न में। तुम एक बटन में चला लोगे ये सब।
Gonna get out.
ऑन रिएक्शन।
And it's drive rush. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Oh, they switch sides.
मेरा वो भी नहीं निकला CA। He would have been dead।
Player 1
अब मैं वॉइस
made
देखता
all
हूँ।
the right moves. And this experience.
ये जो एक बटन से वो हो जाते हैं ना CA और शोryuken, वो पूरा कैरी है वो। और इन्होंने मतलब मॉडर्न कंट्रोल से कुछ एडवांटेज रिड्यूस भी नहीं की। एक तो तुम वन बटन मार रहे हो सब, और कॉम्बो भी तुम्हारे इतने लंबे लंबे, बस थोड़े मूव हटा दिए हैं वो भी निकल ही आते हैं कहीं ना कहीं से। क्योंकि 4 बटन का लेआउट है ना, 6 का नहीं है। अभी मेरी आवाज़ बढ़ेगी क्या सीन है? मैं थोड़ी और बढ़ा देता हूँ। अब कैसी है?
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
ये कलर कहाँ से आया?
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner.
Nice.
Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Goes air to deny them a chance. They're on the lookout for jumping. Down to the wire.
तो ये बड़ा ड्रॉप हो रहा है मेरा.
The fighters are matching each other move for move, going into the midway point of the match.
ओ ये ऊपर से नहीं जाता.
Was looking for that jump attack.
ये देखो
Porter
फिर.
makes it hard to escape. They can't squander this punish counter chance. One shot, all both fighters need to close this out. Shibuji right doing the best.
This game looks sick. हाँ. और थोड़ा बढ़ा लो अच्छा.
Long range fireball to break the silence. Medium kick hit, KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Oh, whiff the throw. Player 2 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. All right, what's coming up next? That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Out of range, relatively safe. Player 2 needs to
Can you
use the
stop
front of the
jumping?
corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Very slick with the combo. Experiencing burnout. Both fighters planning something? Can they create an opportunity for themselves to overhead? Player 2
खत्म.
out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Sit down and shut up.
मैंने थोड़ी और बढ़ाई है अब.
Player 2 get
साहिल भाई को बुलाओ यार. कमेंट्री मेकिंग गेम मोर इंटरेस्टिंग. हाँ कमेंटेटर भी तो स्टीव लिया है इन्होंने. स्टीव शायद से टेकन की भी करता कमेंट्री. ये वही ज्यूरी है. फ्रेंड के साथ खेल रहा हूँ. अच्छा ये वही मॉडर्न कंट्रोल वाला रिव्यू है क्या? ल्यूक है क्या? हाँ फालतू खेल रहा था ये. ये गाइल कौन सा है? अच्छा होता अगर एमके में भी होता. एमके का यार वो है ना कि ईवो में इतना स्ट्रांग नहीं है उसका, तो कमेंटेटर्स शायद से करते हो उसमें भी, तो पता नहीं. मतलब गेम के लिए तो रख ही सकते हैं. मिस्टर खड़ा बाल इज हियर. एक एनीमे है जोजोस बिजार एडवेंचर, उसमें पोलनारेफ कैरेक्टर है, उससे गाइल बना है. और जो पॉल है टेकन में वो गाइल से इंस्पायर्ड है. तो इधर से ये हेयर स्टाइल हुए हैं ऐसे. मिस्टर खड़ा बाल कह रहे हो ना, वहाँ से आए हैं सब. मेरे कपड़े वपड़े वैसे हमें भी चेंज कर लेनी चाहिए. इनकी फाइट अभी खत्म हुई है, जल्दी से बैठ जाते हैं.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight? This is gonna hurt. Going nice read with a cannon spike. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Dashes. Barely blocks the jump in. Jumps up. Will they gamble something here on a drop? There's a burnout. Player 1
ये
can't
खत्म
use
क्यों नहीं
any
किया?
drive moves. Gotta play it safe. A single hit will do it. Serves them a knuckle sandwich. quick medium poke. Tricky hidden variable.
Nice block. That was
The next
punishable
punch
वैसे.
may decide this round. They both go out of sight. The throw is denied. Raw super art incoming.
टाइम आउट होने का मन है क्या रे?
This
क्या
is
हो
the
गया?
final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Changing this can lead to some big damage. That combo did decent damage. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Plant burns out. What now? Are they more fuel to the fire? Cook them up. Still alive? Still alive? Are they dead? Oh, they're dead! What a...
कौन जीता वैसे, किम्बरली या कैमी? मैंने ध्यान नहीं दिया.
Here comes a new challenger.
किम्बरली, सैडली.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
ये स्टेज बड़ी आ रही है.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Blocks the jump in. Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? What's the play here? Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range.
What?
Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Spends the gauge for the drive reversal. Spends some drive gauge on the reversal. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Strings it all together. Okay, they trade hits. Life lead opens up. Throws them to negate the block. KO.
Saw the run.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
अरे
Goes
यार
in on the
पीछे क्यों
impact
गया?
for nothing. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage.
ये चीज़ हो रही है आज रन में, वो नहीं कैंसिल मिल रहा मेरे
Player
को.
1 has a slight life lead. What'll happen here? Jumps? Jumps up?
इसने अपना चीज़ शुरू कर दिया.
Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. The aerial Tatsu. Their will to win is really being tested here. Medium experiencing burnout. Life lead is there, but still and drives in fact misses. Catches out the
Should
game.
I have used it or not?
This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life, but also their nerves. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Big gauge difference here, and both fighters are almost up. This can lead to some flatline zone.
ये jump ना cheap.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Pulls them out, brushes that off, and keeps going. Uses the target combo as a filler. Backed into the corner. What setup do they have? Huge chance after that wall spot. Forcing them to block the drive impact near the corner is a very smart play on their part. Medium kick in, wall splat into the guard break. Super art to show them what our PhD and fighters can do for you. Okay, here we go. There's a burnout. Oh, blocks the cross up. Vagabond edge connects. Burns out. Oh, they changed sides. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Oh, yo, Rasu, it is over.
कमेंट्री भी क्या एक्यूरेट है. हाँ अच्छी है.
Player 2.
चेंज करके भी देख सकते हैं हम कमेंटेटर.
Talk about a show. That match had it all. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? The combo's there. Now they get pushed into the corner, or it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage.
ये अब इसका डैमेज कम है क्योंकि गिमिक कैरेक्टर है. तो भी देख लो डैमेज कितना है.
Looking to score some juicy damage. This is looking bad. What are they gonna do? Shoots off a fireball up close. Life lead opens up. All right, what's coming up next? Opts for the throw to
Gobind,
close
please
out.
convince me to buy it.
Player one takes the round like a
क्या
king
लेने
in
के
the
लिए?
net.
SF या
What else can they
MK
get
भाई जो
away with?
मन करता है खेलो.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Quick dashing.
DI कम करना पड़ेगा मेरे को.
That throw will do some good damage. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that
क्या
fire.
है यार ये, कम से कम एंटी एयर तो कंसिस्टेंट रखो इसके घटिया मूव्स पे.
Throwing it when their opponent can't jump them.
फिर शुरू हो गई.
Looking for a chance. Barely blocks the jump in. Jumps in. Uses the gauge for a
यार ये
super.
कूदना SF6 MK1 तो बेकार है. MK1 का ट्रेलर नहीं अच्छा था यार.
Not playing around here. What's next? Goes out of sight.
ये प्लस है.
A real test of the kid out of
मिस
nowhere.
इनपुट हो गया.
Player one faced a giant.
इसके
and
गिमिक्स ही नहीं खत्म होते यार ये किम्बरली के.
What a win!
बस लैब हो जाए
Back
अच्छी
into
फिर
the rematch. We ain't even close to
फिर होगा सही से मैच इसके अगेंस्ट.
tries to throw but doesn't
इतनी
connect.
फास्ट है कि वहाँ से बैक डैश ही हो जाता है इसका. मैं मिक्सअप कर लूँ.
Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out.
लो
Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Box them with a target combo. All right, what's coming up next?
हिट बॉक्स इसका खत्म. फीमेल हिट बॉक्स.
This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out?
अरे यार ये जंप.
KO. Player
Everything
one
is wrong
on the
with
board
him.
first with the win. They'll want to
राहुल
keep the
देखो
pressure
यार.
on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is absolutely vital, and they need to manage it properly for this coming round. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Brushes that off and keeps going. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Both fighters planning something? Closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Quick dash Tatsu. Player 2 can't let this connect with the throw. Player
अरे
1 has the super
लिफ्ट था
gauge
भाई.
advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Hits him with a bullshit scramble. 9 to 5 work damage incoming. This can lead to some big damage. Then burns out. Player 2 is in burnout. Goes out of sight. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Player 1 is in a
अरे
very good spot now. Chips
टिप में ही मर गया.
Player 1 faced the giant and walks away unscathed.
तुम समझ रहे हो ना मेरी बात.
Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Brushes that off and keeps going. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here?
ओवरहेड लो ही चलते रहते हैं यार.
Still slugging it out here. Starts off zoning with fireball. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump from it. Takes the chance to hurt him. Combo with the target combo. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Life lead opens up. Closes out the round with a fireball. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge.
ये क्या हो गया?
How are they going to use it? Slides and goes for the legs. Sneaks in above. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Vagabond and sends them flying. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Player 2 has a big drive gauge lead. Overhead attack. All the throw connects. Knockdown goes out of sight. Punish counter sets the table. Oh my god, what that combo finishes it. Gotta hand it to both of our...
फुल रीड कैरेक्टर है यार ये. रीड एंड लैब बस. सर्वर चेंज कर रहा हूँ. चलो ढूंढते हैं कोई. साहिल भाई नहीं, साहिल भाई कोई और गेम खेल रहे हैं. नियो तो नहीं आ रहे, उन्हें बुलाया था मैंने. ये खाली है. ओ नहीं, इसकी देखना जोनिंग. सर्वर भी चेंज मतलब हाँ, इसमें ऐसे बहुत सारे हैं एशिया में ही. मेरे को 300 बना रहे हुए रूम्स ऐसे. बैटल हब बोलते हैं इसे.
A new challenger.
ये नया सिस्टम डाला है इन्होंने. फिर वहाँ पे बैठ के बस ऐसे ही बैठ जाओ. होते वैसे ज़्यादा है पर तुम्हें जो बैठे वाले दिखेंगे वो तुम्हारे क्लोज टू स्किल लेवल वाले होते हैं. तुम चाहो तो पूरी लिस्ट से भी किसी के पास जा सकते हो.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
वो प्लस है, मैंने डिसरिस्पेक्ट कर दिया. मतलब मेरे को ध्यान में ही नहीं था प्लस है वो.
Goes for the fireball. A dangerous range here. You
ठीक
don't
है.
want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. No good up high. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Trying to read each other here? Good parry here to try and make something happen. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing.
अरे यार,
Big counter. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Jumps in. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? KO. Player 1.
मेरा हादोकिन क्यों निकल गया यार? ये कीबोर्ड बहुत अजीब है.
What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Nice counter. Shoots off a fireball up close. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Jump? Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their burnout activates. Flatline though.
चलो अच्छा है. मैं बोलने वाला था सीए निकला नहीं मेरा, बच गया.
Which fighter has it that the burnout
फाइनल राउंड के लिए.
adds a bit of OD spice there. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Uses the target combo as a filler. This is a bad.
नाइस स्टार्ट.
Cherry on top. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Okay, here we go. Huge chance after that wall splash. Flatlines up. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Medium kick. Goes for the jump.
ये भी सही से जोनिंग कर नहीं रहा.
Big counter.
बहुत ओपी है इसकी जोनिंग.
Player 1 has a slight life.
ये फायरवॉल कैंसिल भी कर सकता है.
Can they exploit this advantage? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? The jump in is denied.
मिस इनपुट
That
है यार.
attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Not having the cross up. They block the
जबरदस्त
overhead
मैच कर रहा है.
and box him with a target combo. Takes a trip.
बहुत ड्रॉप हो रहा है.
Player one on the boards first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Avoids getting cornered. They return to center stage. Both fighters planning something? Connects with medium kick. Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. Drive gauge gap here. Drive rush to keep it going.
अरे यार कूद सा ही जाता है.
They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. Overhead attack. Still
अपना फास्ट ओवरहेड और प्लस ऊपर से
knockdown and
ये वाला मूव.
goes with a safe stump with that target. Banks it on the fireball.
मैंने देखा नहीं मेरी हेल्थ इतनी कम हो गई है. अदरवाइज दैट DI would have.
And this experience is only going to make them stronger. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Throws out a projectile. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Still slugging it out here. Player two is just about out of drive after that. All right. Player two in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. The jump in catches them. All right, what's
ओ
coming up
यार थोड़ा पास आ जाता और
next? Chases them down. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Takes a trip. The jump in is denied. Showing some real tenacity. Both fighters are burnout activates. Both fighters planning something? In there.
क्यों हाँ तो पता था कूदेगा.
Player one with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Rips the slasher out. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? From up above, you can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Blocks it. You've got to be mindful of springs forward with the drive rush. A quick breather. Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. They gotta press here to take advantage of this drive gap. Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. Rushes that off and keeps going. Are we gonna see a comeback here? They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. This is gonna hurt. Connects with the throw. Can this drive bring them back? A jump? This will lead to
ओ
some big
यार
damage.
मैं एंटी एयर कर रहा था इसकी जंप से इरिटेट होकर.
Drive boost. Gotta put
चलो.
the finish. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
ये चैट में क्या शुरू कर दिया. हमने स्ट्रीट फाइटर चैट में शुरू कर लिया है.
Hits the drive. Uses the target combo as a filler. And eats it. Finds the target. Turning it right up with the super. Look at the damage. Turns out. Player one can't win this perfectly executed. Player two gets the win in a convincing
अच्छा टाइम आउट कर दिया.
The featured player's win streak has been stopped.
ये फीचर्ड प्लेयर थे ये बैटल हब के. अरे नहीं 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 उठ जा. वाईफाई 1 बार. अच्छा हाँ वैसे असैसिन से भी लड़ रहे थे ये. पता नहीं मेरे को वैसे कौन है. शायद MK के है कोई भाई. जी जी कहीं और मिला होगा सबको. लोकी भाई के स्ट्रीम पे ना शायद. क्योंकि मैं तो खेलता नहीं है MK. अब नहीं खेलता. वैसे जेमी आ गया है.
Tries to throw but doesn't connect.
बहुत गंदा कनेक्शन है,
Any
कुछ
developments
निकल ही
early
नहीं
in
रहा.
the round will set the table for the rest of the
बताओ.
fight. What's the play here? There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. What are they thinking here? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Solid combo. KO. Player 2
Subami
on the boards first
is
with the
his
win.
name.
They'll want to keep the pressure on. Steps back to start things off. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next?
परफेक्ट पैरी हुआ है तो भी बटन
Now
दबा
it's
दिया
their turn
साथ
to
ही.
press buttons. Strikes back with the overdrive arrow. Risky up close scrap still going. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Good distance for a shot. Throws a fireball. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Denies the jump in. Jumps. Barely blocks the jump. Hits him with a stop and bop. It's a good spot to use the super. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Keeps him out.
अरे भाई साहब,
Wraps it up with a
व्हाट इज
throw.
दिस?
We're going
फिर
into
अपने
the
आप को
final
सिग्मा
round
मेल
finals.
कहता है.
Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? How's this? A jump? Crowns him from above. Quick dashing.
शायद मैंने ड्रॉप कर दिया. ये कनेक्शन में नहीं लगे हुए कुछ.
That throw will do some good damage. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge
पास ही
management.
नहीं आने दूंगा.
They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Sick parry. These fighters are swinging for control of the match. Who's gonna take it? Player 1 has a full drive. Closes it out. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
मुझे ना रिव्यू लेना चाहिए और मॉडर्न कंट्रोल्स, फिर सिर्फ हादोकेन और शोर्युकेन, बस एक बटन से ही रिएक्शन कैन प्ले है. मिरर आज के लिए बस रिव्यू आ गया. चलो गुड.
Here comes a new challenger.
आज थोड़ी छोटी रखूंगा स्ट्रीम.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let us begin. Round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Shows the overhead. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Combo with the target combo. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at
Yeah, देखो.
about even life. Both fighters will want to utilize what little drive gauge they have. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Experiencing burnout. Burnout activates. This is a critical point of bends the meter, hoping for a good return. They're both
बहुत
out
बढ़िया.
of drive gauge. Will they press on or wait it out? A gutsy fireball gives them the round. Player 2 hits up the always important
वैसे
first
प्लेयर
round.
बेस बढ़ा देगा. हाँ, प्लेयर बेस तो बढ़ा रहा है.
Ooh, it looks
No
like
doubt.
they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do
खेली नहीं
first.
जाती ना लोगों से.
Takes the chance to hurt him.
SF और QF तो अब
Oh,
चलो.
they're in the corner now. No running
अरे
away.
यार इसके 50-50 नहीं खत्म होते.
Uses the gauge for a super.
पता है इसने पूरे राउंड में क्या किया? ड्राइव रश लो, ड्राइव रश ओवरहेड, ड्राइव रश ओवरहेड, और ये कॉम्बो मार दिया.
All in here. Player 1, were they baiting them into that? Doesn't miss the overhead denied. Gotta be careful. All in with the rush. Genius read with that throw escape. Hold your breath. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Backs them into the corner, throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Leg save. see a jump in, a dash, changes the pace with a fireball. Fires without warning. Oh,
Nice.
oh my god, they just choked it up. Solar plexus strike. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Anti-air in the front. All in with a rock. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. But there's a burnout. Next dashes out the cage right there. I don't know if this is enough.
25 दे दो. Yes. Yes.
It's over. Player 2 is gonna be watching replays
25%
for
saved
a
us.
while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Jumps in. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Takes a trip.
अरे भाई.
Takes the round without getting touched. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Goes to the overdrive. That drive impact doesn't get through. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Risky up-close scrap still going.
कर तो रहा हूँ.
What'll happen here? Jumps? Burnout activates. Both sides in burnout. They can't use the gauge for a super arm. Shippujinrai hit. Good damage option there. A quick breather. Player 2 will look to apply solid anti-air. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Forward throw, laying the pressure on Thick. Both sides getting ready.
मर गया.
That's the counter. What are they going and whip? Flatline though.
बैक डैश.
Last round, people.
अरे बढ़िया प्लेयर मिलने लगा रे भाई. बाकी भी बढ़िया ही थे. ये रियो खेल रहा है इसलिए बढ़िया लग रहा है. बाकी सब गिमिक्स वाले खेल रहे थे.
Options out of the quick dash. Gets carried to perfect execution with the anti-air.
शो तो बढ़िया ही लगते हैं भाई.
Jumping out of here. Player 1 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize?
यार ये डिले टेक का न्यूट्रल जंप पनिश हो जाता है.
Putting the cherry on top. Slices the gastrointestinal tract.
एक बस गिमिक्स कम है पर डैमेज तो भाई. पर बहुत इजी कॉम्बो था ये जो मारा ना इसने. बहुत इजी है.
Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Medium kick hits. Checks him with a projectile. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? They are battling it out tooth and nail here, with no one having a clear advantage yet. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Dashes up, springs forward with the drive rush. In there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. The jump in is denied. Gets the jump in.
निकला नहीं.
Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance.
फिर मिशन बट.
Jumps up. There's a change of sides. Quick dash in. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Shippujinrai hit. Good damage option there. A quick breather. Player 2 just put themselves on equal footing with that super. Nobody blinked. Looking for a chance. Both of our combatants are cooking up something.
फिर यार डिले टेक.
Shinku Hadouken! Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Going in! Close it, burns out! Player 2! More fuel to the
Oopsies.
Hook them up! Pops off the tank and scores the win! Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the
फिर यार मैं डिले तक करता हूँ ये न्यूट्रल जंप वो यही भारी पड़ रही है बस
Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to
Punish
reset the
नहीं मिला
situation. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Taking stock. In a dire situation, they can't afford and a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Experiencing burnout. Player, they're stunned. All they need to do is get enough damage to finish it. Neither fighter can use their drive boost. How will they close out the round? Who will capitalize on an opening first? Connect with in there. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Oops.
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage.
EX देखो
Closes the gap. Goes for the rush. Hits him with a stop and bop. Dashes forward. Genius read. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Zones with the fireball. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 1
Oh.
KO.
चैट
This is the
इंटरेस्टिंग
final
बना
round. Expect to see some fireworks. It's time for both fighters to lay it all. Brushes that off and keeps going.
कैसे अच्छा मीडियम है
This is
मीडियम है
gonna be bad news.
मेरे को हैवी दिखी पता नहीं क्यों स्वीप दिखी
Uses the
Dead.
gauge for a super arm.
डेड इसलिए क्योंकि ड्राइव मीटर गया
This could really tip the scale. Shakes things up with a fireball. Players all in with a rush. What now? Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense.
अरे
Perfectly
भाई
executed. Player 1 was an absolute beast
2-2.
in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Are they trying to bait out the jump? Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Was looking for that
ये
jump
क्या है यार मिला ही नहीं
Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Checks him with the projectile. All right, what's coming up next? They've been pushed KO.
भाई ने 60% मार
Player
दिया
1 hits that he always
एक्चुअली
avoids
रियो का
first
है
round,
वैसे
but
डैमेज
wants to keep
मतलब
the ball rolling.
वो है उस पे
Prepares to cancel the fireball.
गिमिक्स नहीं है ना पर
Grabs him. Very solid. Brushes that off
अरे
and keeps going.
ब्लॉक किया था यार डैश पे पड़ गया
Took him to the corner in a flash. Going in. Medium kick hit. Closes the gap. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Shippo Jinrai hit. Good damage ops in there. What'll happen here? Now, can they finish the job? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Breaks it.
कैसे मिल गया मैं डेड हूँ
Experiencing burnout. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round.
अगर मैं सुपर चैट करना चाहूँ तो सुपर चैट चाह के भी नहीं कर सकते हो क्योंकि सुपर चैट है ही नहीं
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
क्या लगता है
How is
FT5
this
गया
going
लगता है
to
आज
play
से
out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Brushes off the impact. Decides to meet them in the air. Denies that throw attempt. Brushes off the
इसको
throw.
ना वो करना पड़ेगा शिमी
Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Both fighters are looking at near empty drive gauges. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Got their eye on the air. Okay, they trade hits. Does a good job of pushing back. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Combo with the target combo.
कैसे?
No more drive gauge. Heading into the end brings out the super. What a
मैं डिले टक करने
great
लग जाता हूँ.
drive gauge there. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. The jump in is denied.
फिर यार.
Player 1 has the life advantage. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 2 needs to use the threat of experiencing burnout. Hits him with a stopping power. Player 2 in dire straits, drive rush to keep it going. They're stunned. All they need to do is get enough damage to finish it. Wraps it up with a decisive combo.
चल 5 मिनट बाद बात करते हैं. अरे बाप रे. मॉड की ताकत का फुल ऑन यूज हो रहा है. 4-2 कर दिए यार इसने. 2-1 था.
See what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Blocks the jump in. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Look at the damage they can pump out with the combo. Things are heating up. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Does a good job of pushing back. Goes for the super art? I can't keep track of these corner switches. All right, what's coming up next? Opts for the throw to close it out.
मैंने ग्रैब लिया था और मेरा ये बटन दब गया.
Always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Bops him with the target combo. Sticks the combo. Throw escape. Oh, the back and forth reads are unreal.
इसका तो ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे डिले टेक का चले वो लगाया वो हैक.
Both fighters planning something?
अरे बाप रे यार. 50% से नीचे डैमेज ही नहीं लेता है ये. तो 60 है.
This springs forward with the drive rush. What'll happen here? Sneaks in the throw.
इसका शिमी और डिले टेक बहुत स्ट्रांग है बंदे का. हार गए अपन 5-2. लास्ट के 4 लगातार जीत गया वो. ये डायमंड था बंदा. लिली खेल रहा है. लिली तो कोई खेलता ही नहीं. कोई समझदार कहेगा. अच्छा ठीक है राहुल. ये भाई के सबके साथ बीफ क्यों है वैसे? लोग मैंने 2 स्पेशल मोड बनाए. मेरे पता अच्छा बाद में पढ़ता हूँ यार.
Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Lots of aggression from both sides. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Player 2 chases them down. Big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that parry. Player 2 is maintaining the corner but adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Alright, what's coming up next? Throws them to negate the block. Takes a trip. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Both players on life support, but that drive difference could be huge. In there!
EX wake up in the end.
Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Flashes him. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Very slick with the combo. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Sure you can? Going in? Goes with the safe stuff with that. It's a good spot. Yuka wraps it up with a decisive combo. How's that? Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Round 1.
They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner.
Oh, nice.
Still slugging it out here.
DI and jump in.
What are they thinking here? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireballs. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 in trouble with no drive.
Oh,
On the KO.
निकल क्यों नहीं रहा शोरियो? Burnout इसलिए.
They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes to the overdrive. Grabs him. The grab miss, experiencing burnout. Flashes him. The Dragon Last Flame giving them a side flip on top of the damage. Now, can they finish the job? Player 2 in dire straits with
अरे यार स्टोर करता रहता है.
That's a
Damn
counter.
it, bad call.
The Condor Wind added a bit of juice to that attack. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. A quick breather.
Can you please nerf the damage on the?
Drive usage is back on the table. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat?
और plus है वो.
Lay it out.
That EX thing is in plus.
Made all the right moves.
मैं तो सोचा punish करूँगा.
Only gonna make them stronger. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here?
ये फिर लीडी के अगेंस्ट खेला ही नहीं. ये भी plus है.
Did well to get the bucket.
It's like Cammy का role.
That attack
अरे
landed
भाई,
for a counter hit.
हद
They'll
ही हो
have to
गई.
decide how to follow up. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game teams. Player 2 is in, but adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. All right, what's coming up next? Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something.
मेरे plus क्यों है?
Decides to puff up while they can. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Takes a trip. Does a good job of pushing back. Jumps. The Condor Wind added a bit of juice to that attack.
Damn it.
Each hit is so KO.
क्या करूँ न्यूट्रल में इसके अगेंस्ट?
First with the win.
मेरे को पता चल गया हमें मैचअप नहीं आता.
Closes the gap. That attack landed for a counter. Yo, put that away. What's their game plan here? Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Does a good job escaping the corner. Player 1 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight.
Whip होता है.
It's a good spot.
That's how you punish it.
Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. They must have a game plan here with a critical art on deck. But executing that plan is... burnout activate. Rough tap to close it. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. That's a counter. Fire!
हद है.
Plus while they're blinking. Close range projectile. Player 1 with aerial Tatsu. Condor Wind is helping them start a storm. Drops that off. Target combo into. Here comes a big combo. Here comes the corner pressure. Oh, putting the cherry
I'm
on
dead
top.
क्या?
Wait, what? Are they actually dead? Wasn't a sure bet, but the
That
fear
damage.
factor was so on point.
Meterless था वो.
Made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Breaks the block with a throw. Did well to get the buff in there. Still very early in the round. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Puts one in the pocket.
ये ऐसे ही बटन चला रहा मतलब क्या कर रहा है? मेरे को वो नहीं समझ में आ रहा.
Corner with that.
कमांड ग्रैब तो देना ही है सब नए कैरेक्टर को.
Can't tech the throw. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Combo with the target combo. All right, what's
Dead.
coming up next? Picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were
लोकी
beating
भाई
their
ने दो
opponent
स्पेशल
with a
मोड
mix of
बनाया.
mistakes.
इस पे
Player 1 on on the board first with the win.
बांधने के लिए अच्छा.
Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it.
अरे यार ये प्लस क्यों है?
Player 1 will look to
अब इसका कमांड ग्रैब भी आता होगा.
keeping them in the corner
One
will
button.
produce more damage opportunity. Brushes that off and keeps going. That combo did decent damage. Buffs up. Watch out! Typhoon coming through. Knockdown and hanging on for dear life. Here, fire KO.
वो मूव प्लस है यार, चलाते जाओ बस.
That match would have turned out. Not me.
डोंट गेट इट. ऊपर से इसको कमांड ग्रैब है, इतने इजीली प्लस मूव नहीं देना चाहिए ना.
Are we going to witness a blow up here? Decides to buff up while they can. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Well-timed corner switch. Okay, creating some space here. Anything could happen here.
आ जा.
Beautiful setup with that attack. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Next hit will end the round. In a dire situation. They can't
यही चलाता रहता है, इसे DI मारता
Player
रहो.
2 takes the round
हो
like
गया
a thief
काउंटर
in
तो
the
चलता
night.
है.
What else can they get away
रुकता ही
with?
नहीं है.
Goes for the jump in to start. They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it?
अभी कमांड ग्रैब आएगा.
Needs
बोला
to
था ना,
use the threat of the
वो
corner.
पनिश नहीं हुआ. बताओ
Big
देख हो गया.
chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon.
अन्यों की ही इज गोइंग फॉर द कमांड ग्रैब. जंप करके भी पनिश नहीं हुआ. हिट बॉक्स अजीब साइज का.
This is where smart meter management is going to come
Nice
into
one.
play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. They exchange blows. Uses the gauge for a super. Closing it out.
अरे
with a super
यार
hard
विफ क्यों नहीं मिली
finish.
उसको.
Nice and clean.
जो EX मूव मारा इतना प्रिडिक्टेबल था. मिल ही नहीं रहा है पर प्रिडिक्ट करके भी.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Pokes with a kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Hits him with a stop and pop. Goes for the fireball, which is very
थोड़ा
strong at
आगे
this
हो
range.
जाया कर ना.
Good distance for a shot. Hooks him. This is going to deal some big damage. Loads up a pump. Next, the counter. Fire coming through. What's next? Punish counter on reaction. Noticeable life lead. Here comes the boom. Shibuji Regaru. This is going to take a chunk. Looking to follow up after that target combo. This is
Oh,
a complete
wow.
shutdown. They can
कुछ भी.
It's over.
2 जंप लेना चाहिए था. इसका हिट बॉक्स थोड़ा अजीब है.
Outplayed them.
शायद से बच्ची है ना इसलिए.
David and Goliath situation. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. That drive impact doesn't get through. Forcefully closes the gap. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. They need to make good use of the gauge without emptying it. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player and a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Goes for a projectile to
अरे
try and change
विफ
the
भी
pace.
नहीं है वो.
Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Knockdown and player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Rough tap to close.
माइनस में दबा रहा है.
Player 2 picks up the first
यार
round.
इसका कमांड ग्रैब
Gives
जंप
them a
पे भी पनिश
psychological
नहीं हो रहा है.
advantage.
इसको लैब करना पड़ेगा.
Immediate jump in. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Throws them to negate the block. Closes the gap for the grab. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? They've got a full stack of wind to play with here. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Shoryuken? That's a counter. Scrapping it out up close. Wrecks them. Finds the target. She dashes out on a Shippujinra. Super Shippujinra hits. Good damage on him. What a finish! Player 2.
मैं ready था fifth लेने.
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Jumps? Puts one in the pocket. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 2 with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Condor Wind is fully stocked now.
ये move पे इतना damage क्यों है मुझे नहीं समझ में आ रहा.
This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something.
ये वाले move पे.
Okay, takes them all the
और ये plus क्यों है? ये projectile भी evade कर रहा है. यही चलते रहता है बस.
Not shy with the grab.
कमांड ग्रैब ये ले जा रहा है, मैं पनिश भी क्या करूं जंप करके जब हो नहीं रहा पनिश.
On the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how it brushes that off and keeps going. Closes the gap. Takes the chance to hurt him. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Big chance here to do some damage if they
इसका
can keep
यही
the
है.
corner pressure up.
तोड़.
Level 3 super.
Keep doing DI because he keeps spamming that. Keep doing the DI.
Full stop. Burnout activates. Player 1 needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage here. The Condor Wind added a bit of juice to that attack. A real test of sees the overhead coming. Fire coming through.
ये तो चिप में ही मार देना था मैंने इसको. ब्लॉक कर भी
This is
लेता
the
था.
final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Loads up a bump.
फिर दबाया ना.
Quick dash.
ये मूव का वही है DI मारते
Into
रहो.
the corner in a hurry. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Blocks that off. Quick step forward.
Level 1 so we can keep him in corner.
Both avoiding the wall like a blade.
कितने DI खा रहा है.
There's a burnout. That combo finishes
वैसे
it.
कमांड ग्रैब वाले प्लेयर को एडवांटेज है काफ़ी क्योंकि कमांड ग्रैब की डैमेज भी काफ़ी है और ब्रेक भी नहीं होती. हाँ लेकिन जंप में पूरा कॉम्बो मिलता है.
It's not over yet. Let's
पर इसका नहीं मिल रहा ना. इसका थोड़ा हिटबॉक्स अजीब है. पता नहीं क्यों जंप वाला विफ हो रहा है.
Waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Player 1 has the life lead.
पर इन्होंने पता क्या
Can
किया.
they exploit this advantage? Box him with a target.
जो बीटा के बाद अरे यार तो बीटा के बाद सारे कैरेक्टर आए हैं.
They'll have to decide how to
उन
follow
सबके
up.
पास कमांड ग्रैब है. देख लो लिली जांगिफ मैनन मेरिसा डीजे.
Player 1
डीजे के पास नहीं है.
picks up the always
ब्लांका के पास है. कैमी के पास है. कैमी का एयर वाला है मतलब. सबके पास है मतलब 8 में से 6 के पास है.
combo with the target combo.
अरे यार क्या हो रहा है. ये पूरा कॉम्बो गिर रहा है. ड्राइव भी जा रही है.
Get out at this range. They exchange blows. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Jumps. Burnout activates. Player 2 needs to use the predator corner here. Mate sees the overhead coming. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. They're going for the super art.
मारा भी नहीं था ये. बहुत मिस इनपुट हुआ है पूरे मैच में.
Gauge right there. Oh my God! What a finish!
मैंने सोचा खत्म हूँ मैं छोड़ दिया.
Player 1 faced the giant and walks away.
हाँ कांस्टेंट गेस. हाँ वो तो करना ही पड़ेगा. स्क्रब आउट करके भाग गया देखो. लास्ट में पता नहीं इतने डीपी गिरे हैं वो कॉम्बो के. इसको पूरे पूरे कॉम्बो मिल गए उस पे. वो EX शोर्युकिन जब मैं मार रहा था पता नहीं इसका कुछ हिटबॉक्स भी अजीब लग रहा है मेरे को. शायद से लिली का अलग है. ये देखो ना वो सही है पर अगर कमांड ग्रैब मतलब डैमेज घटाना चाहिए खास करके मैनन का जब लेवल 5 होता है. मतलब लेवल 5 का ठीक है पर अगले राउंड में उसका कैरी होता रहता है. मैं दिखाता हूँ इसके बाद. और गिफ कब वैसे ही ज़्यादा है तो
Our
वही है.
fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
पर अभी जंगिफ इतना
see what they try to do here in the first round.
टॉप टियर तो नहीं कह रहे
Throw
वैसे.
hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. There's a corner switch. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. That's one huge life lead. Is this going where we think it is?
क्या हुआ है ना शोटोस के साथ क्या हुआ है कि शोटोस के फायरबॉल काफ़ी वीक हो गए बिकॉज ऑफ ड्राइव मैकेनिक्स. ये देखो मर चुका हूँ मैं. अच्छा बच गया.
Both of them are low on health and are playing very cautiously right now. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fire.
देखो हो गया ड्राइव इसका. इसने मैं बैक डैश कर लिया.
On the board first
इसकी स्पीड कम है ना.
they'll want to keep the pressure on.
जांगिफ साहिल भाई का फेवरेट ओपोनेंट है.
This round is so important. You can feel the
इन्होंने मेरे वाले नहीं खेले ना जांगिफ इसलिए.
The jump in is denied. Things are
अभी
still
मैं जंप
going
वही
right
कर रहा हूँ कमांड ग्रैब से बचने के लिए.
now. Things up soon. They're waiting for the
वो
opportunity
मेरे
to
को
bust
मिक्स
this
करने की
back
कोशिश
wide
कर रहा है.
open. Song
Hello.
coming and goes for the force entry. Good instinct to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Scrapping it out, up, hugs, nothing but air. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Strong critical. What's gonna happen?
क्यों मारा वैसे मैं.
The drive gauge is screaming. The over. What a finish!
हिल के सरकास्टिक वे.
Round tied up. Which fighter has
अच्छा सरकास्टिक वे में कहा था. फिर ठीक है.
Barry connects.
मुझे तो 5 में भी नहीं पसंद बिल्कुल ये. मुझे वैसे बहुत पसंद है कैरेक्टर डिज़ाइन वगैरह में.
Risky
पर जब बस सामने हो ना फिर नहीं पसंद.
throws him and eats it. Nothing stops this train. Turning it right up with a super. This is the kind of move that
इसका ये सीए भी बहुत ओपी है.
they got some chunky
ये भी कमांड ग्रैब है क्योंकि
vibes in their spirits with this. Can they make the most of this? Both absolutely refusing to give up.
अरे यार
Waiting for this opening. Oh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Feasting with the Russian suplex. Amazing. The low kick hits. Turns out. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. The next touch may decide this round.
अरे
Slips in the drive impact.
पीछे हो रहा था यार.
Has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
क्या किया बॉटल था ये तो.
Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Connects with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return.
ये देखो इसे आराम से पड़ रहा है.
There to tack on
ये
just a
शोरिकन.
little more damage.
वो लिली का वो नहीं था शायद से.
Absorbs the attack and fires back. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 2 with a
अरे
sliver of
यार
drive
मर
gauge.
गया.
They may be
बचे.
in for a tough time. Managing that drive gauge is gonna get tricky. Player 2 is just
हद हो
about
गई.
out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Got their eye on the air. Were they baiting them into that? In a dire situation. they
भाई
can't
एक ही
afford
ग्राम
any
ये
mistakes.
मुंह पे हो तो आपको जंप करने से कोई नहीं रोक सकता. हाँ
Player 1 hits
कोई नहीं
the
रोक
always
सकता
important
फिर.
first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Quick dash it. Still slugs down.
अरे भाई याद हो गई.
This is gonna be bad news.
हमारी कैंसिलेबल रहा है लगता
Force
है.
your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Oh, the throw connects. What'll happen here? Jumps up, barely. Just goes for it at this range.
मैं कुछ नहीं कर पाया पता है.
This looks like it's gonna kill.
मैंने जंप की थी. ये खाना ही था मैंने.
To pull that off.
बताओ गारंटीड था ये शायद से.
Player 1 played with a lot of heart to pull off a tremendous win.
मैं वो था ना बर्नआउट
Definitely
में.
one to watch. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Reads them. Decides to go in with the target combo. What's the play here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent.
अरे यार इस पे आर्मर है.
Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Escapes the corner to reset the situation.
Dead.
Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Holds out with the block. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball.
Oh,
They're
oh.
laying into each other. They
भाई
are not clear for
मेरा
takeoff.
कॉम्बो छूट गया
Player one takes the
वो
round
खत्म
like a
था
thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
यार ये लकी भी हो रहा है अब
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out.
अच्छा
is
ठीक
so
है अब इसने
promising.
ब्रेक करना शुरू किया ना
The jump in is denied. That drive impact doesn't get through. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Headbutt! Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Jump? Target lock
Khatam.
and scoop. No escaping that.
40% सीधा
That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here?
मुझे लगा पनिश नहीं मिला
Early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight.
अरे यार मैंने जंप किया था वो नॉर्मल कमांड ग्रैब से बचने के लिए
Gap opening up. They need to lean hard on their drive usage. The big play does it.
उसने वो रनिंग मार दिया ताकि मैं जब कूद के नीचे पहुंचूं तब खा लूं ग्रैब ऐसे वाला नहीं खाना है तो
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to add a little super juice into this combo for more damage?
ये बताओ मैंने पूरा सुपर लगाया ठीक है
Attempts
और
to
ये
break
इसके
the stalemate with the fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Oh, what's this? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Going in? Get out of there with the back.
अरे भाई
Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Jump? That's a counter. Close range projectile. Looking for a chance. Excellent block. Medium. Burnout activates. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers.
हाले
Goes for it at this range. Will this super art do anything?
ये नहीं फटाफट खत्म करते सुपर मारेगा
Did not miss that chance.
कैसे बैलेंस्ड है ये डैमेज भाई मैं ही तो पूरे कॉम्बो मार रहा हूँ तो कुछ किया भी नहीं
Player 1 made all the right moves, and this experience is
5
only
में भी
gonna
यही
make
होता
them
था
stronger.
5 में चलो थोड़ा ठीक था यार मेरे फायरबॉल तो काम आते थे
It's time to go all in. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to
तो
follow
और
up.
पागल बना दिया इन्होंने डैमेज भी बढ़ गया इसका
Raise on the pressure with
क्या
the
फायदा है फायरबॉल का उसे ही बात दे रहा हूँ मैं
pressure with the fireballs. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner.
डैमेज
Out
देखो
of the
कितना
corner
कम
and
जा रहा
creates some distance. They get the wall splat, and now the opponent is defensive.
उसे कुछ हो ही नहीं रहा
With a combo into
भाई का
super.
मेन मिक्सअप
Their
DI
jaws
और
in a
ग्रैब है
dominant position in the corner. Stops the attack by using the drive pair.
चलो एक तो
Taking
खाया
stock. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Decides to send them KO. Player 2
Target
picks up
like-
the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
अरे भाई याद हो गई ये
Not
तो
shy with the grab.
मीडियम किक
They've piled up, looking to plant him with a pile driver. Heavy punch sends him flying. Whips with that huge attack. Genius read. Jeez,
थोड़ी तो
how
शर्म
can
कर
we
लेते
show
कैपकॉम
Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. They're going for the super art? So, what's next? We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Get out of there with the backdash. Oh, Russian handshake. Smart play to stop the opponent there. A real test of nerves here. This is gonna hurt. What a finish!
ज़्यादा ही
We're
फेंक
going
दिए
into the
फायरबॉल
final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Brushes that off and keeps going. There's the burnout. Looking to impress with this super. Come Come on now, let me hear you say it. Jinryu. Repa. The super connects. Perfect tech. Player one is on the brink of disaster. Burns out. Both sides getting ready. Connects with the throw. They push their way out of the corner. Flatlines us.
भाई जंप 1 या 2 आपको एंटीयर करने के मोटिव से मारता है.
Absolute beast in that match.
जंप 1 या 2 समझा नहीं मैं.
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Checks with a medium kick. Good job blocking the jumper. Good down to the wire.
ये नहीं करना यार, ये टारगेट कॉम्बो के बाद हमेशा
That's how you
रोक
capitalize
लेता
on
है
an
ये.
opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation.
अरे भाई
Well timed to
रेंज
let
में
go.
था भी मैं.
Taking stock. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something.
अच्छा ये पनिशेबल है यार.
Tough spot.
इसकी ड्रॉप किक
Player one
मीडियम
sets the
किक से ही
tone with
होगी.
that
क्राउच
win.
मीडियम
Let's see if
कैंसल
they
इनटू
can
डी
keep
आई
it up.
ड्राइव रश मतलब.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Not shy with the grab. Target locked and scooped. Heavy punch sends him flying. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. They exchange blows. Quick dashes. Max SA gauges. Ends the meter.
मतलब पहले से इसको आर्मर देने की क्या ज़रूरत थी. एक नॉर्मल पे भी आर्मर दे दिया इसे 2 मूव का.
Ryu Rippa. Ooh, let's go. A real test of nerves here. There's the counter we wanted. Shakes things up with a fireball. One chance here may end this match. Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into willing to risk it for the overdrive. Okay, no kick out of nowhere.
इसके कॉम्बो पनिश करने से अच्छा ग्रैब पनिश कर.
The replay starts now. Decides not to rush in, goes to the air. Drive impact misses. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impact. The low's blocked. Uses the target combo as a filler. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Okay, here we go. Player one needs to
वो यार इतने दूर से वो भी पनिश काउंटर दे दिया उसको.
a jump in. Oh, Russian handshake. Oh, yo, raw super hit.
बताओ.
Sits him down with a super.
कांट इवन
How
एस्केप.
you take a round.
ये कॉम्बो नहीं था, ये ऐसे ही था ये. अगर तुम्हें वो कॉम्बो नहीं होता ये, इसमें फ्रेम्स इतने हो गए थे कि मैं जंप ही नहीं कर सकता था.
Upset.
बस यार 5-1 कमांड ग्रैबर भी ना. बस इन्हें देख के लगता है इजी है, पर इसके लिए इजी नहीं है ये जो खेल रहा है ना. अगर तुम क्लासिक पे गीफ खेल रहे हो ना, मतलब इसका डैमेज अभी होगा कम, पर तो भी रिस्पेक्ट कर देता हूँ जो क्लासिक पे गीफ खेल रहे हैं. जो मॉडर्न पे गीफ खेल रहे हैं उनके लिए तो बिल्कुल नहीं, क्योंकि ये जब सब जो मूव्स हैं इनका इनपुट है 360, 720, 540, ये सब इनके इनपुट हैं. तो अगर ये ऑन रिएक्शन या तुम ले रहे हो तुम तो ठीक है, लेकिन अगर जो बाकी जो एक बटन से तुम 720 इनपुट दे रहे हो हमारे मूव्स पे रिएक्ट करके एक ही बटन से मारे जा रहे हो, तो उन्हें मैं नहीं करता रिस्पेक्ट. बेसिकली मॉडर्न गीफ वाले ये मैं दिखाता हूँ. रुको, अब वैसे भी मेरा हो गया शायद से आज का. हाँ 2 घंटे हो गए. अब मैं कहाँ जाऊँगा, पर ऐसी जगह बैठो जहाँ कोई नहीं है. पूरी आवाज में बैठा है, कोई भी अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं छोड़ता. एक्चुअली प्रॉब्लम ये हो गई है इसमें, शोटो वीक हो गए. 5 में शोटो स्ट्रॉन्ग थे, ज़्यादा थे एक्चुअली. अब हम खेलते नहीं 5 तो मैं बोल सकता हूँ। मैं भी शोटो ही खेलता हूँ, पर शोटो को बस न्यूट्रल था, ठीक है। फुल स्क्रीन में भी फायरबॉल थे, पर अब वैसा नहीं रहा ड्राइव पैरी के कारण। अब ये देखो, ये लेवल 2 हो गया इसका, लेवल 3 हो गया, लेवल 5 हो गया, ठीक है। अब डैमेज देख लो, 3700। और इसका जो स्टॉक है ऊपर 5 लिखा आ रहा है, वो नेक्स्ट राउंड में भी कैरी होता है। इसका स्टॉक ख़त्म नहीं होता, वो प्रॉब्लम है मेरे ख्याल से। और एक ये गंदा लो, और ये गंदा ओवरहेड। ओवरहेड टिप रेंज पे पनिश नहीं होता, लो काफ़ी पनिशेबल है। चलो एक ढंग की चीज़ की, और ग्रैब भी है ही, और डैमेज दिख ही रहा है। ये भी शायद, हाँ ये भी टॉप टियर। अभी होंगे यार मेरे हिसाब से नए वाले कैरेक्टर, ठीक है। ये तो मजाक है, मतलब मेरे हिसाब से तो मजाक ही है। अभी नहीं होगा तो या तो हम कुछ गलत खेल रहे हैं। वो डैमेज कॉम्बो होता था। ऊपर बड़े फालतू से, मतलब इसके एनिमेशन में। ये कैंसिल होता होगा मेरे हिसाब से। मेरे हिसाब से 1-2 प्लेयर ऐसे रहने देंगे गेम वाले नए प्लेयर्स को रखने के लिए। नहीं नहीं, वही 2 मिलियन देने हैं, ऐसे नहीं करेंगे ये। अभी हमें भी एक्चुअली ना गेम नहीं है, तो हमें भी थोड़ा सही से हाथ बैठा नहीं है, सही बताएं तो। थोड़ा समझना है अभी तो, उसके बाद शायद हम ही कुछ गलत कर रहे हैं, कुछ भरोसा नहीं। कुछ कुछ चीज़ें तो पक्का, मतलब काफ़ी हाई लेवल पे भी काफ़ी वो हो रही हैं यूज़, वो चीज़ें होंगी। पर मतलब हम अभी जितना रो रहे हैं उसका हमारा उसका 10-20% ही प्रॉब्लम है। वो धीरे धीरे आएगा समझ में। चलो ठीक है यार, अभी स्ट्रीम एंड करते हैं। बाय बाय, गुड नाइट, एंड कल मिलते हैं।